Hello friends and welcome back to the channel. It's me, Maile, and today we're digging in the freaking dirt. We're getting rid of the weeds in my house once and for all. We all know that's probably not true, but we are doing a lovely makeover on my front flower beds. So you guys want to come with me? Let's do it. Before we get started and I show you the absolute disaster that my front flower beds look like right now, don't forget to like and subscribe if you're interested in anything like lifestyle vlogs of our daily life and travel. I'm going to New York coming up, so stay tuned for that. But also grocery hauls, shopping videos, theater content, book content, around the house DIY type stuff, and following us at the tail end of our 75 hard challenge that we're currently almost through with. So if any of that sounds good, subscribe if you haven't, and let me show you what we're working with and what we're hopefully transforming today. First and foremost, I've taped an envelope over my house number so that I can show you full shots of the house and I don't have to edit it out later. So it's very janky looking, but who cares? Okay, so I do have a couple of things that I bought recently from West Elm and I put them out here in a previous vlog. I'm still waiting on a beautiful front door wreath that's made out of some dried flowers. Should be here on Wednesday, I think. So we'll see if it comes or not by the time I'm done with this video, but this is literally the state of my flower beds. And if you guys have been vlog watchers, then you know, and you've seen me multiple times and my dad multiple times digging out, turning over all this dirt, knocking out all the grass and the weeds from it multiple times. And it just comes back with a vengeance. So the only thing we haven't tried, and literally, yes, it goes all the way over here. The only thing we haven't tried, and I have this beautiful little vintage like iron gate fence piece type thing that I love. I want to plant like a jasmine or maybe a rose bush here to kind of trail up it. The only thing we haven't tried is landscaping fabric, so that's what I'm going to do today. So I was going to till all this with a tiller, but the tiller is not working, so I'm just going to pull the weeds that are easy to pull. Then I'm going to spray the actual grass with Roundup like crazy, then just go ahead and cut it with paper. My dad said that should work. I've consulted the expert. So let's just freaking do it. I think first thing I'm gonna do is weed eat everything, like around the border over here and all right there, this path, weed eat all this, just so I'm having a clean slate. But yeah, that's the plan. I'm gonna put you on fast mode. Let's do it. Oh, hello, it's voiceover Maile here, and let's just hope and pray that this is the last time that I am doing a front yard makeover. I don't know how many times I've done it, and the weeds just keep freaking coming back with a vengeance. So I'm telling you, these flower beds, they're resilient. And I'm not talking about the flowers. I'm talking about the weeds that live there despite my best efforts. Okay, now I'm going to pull all the weeds by hand that are just like super easy to clear out first. So let's do that. I'm already tired. Also, my sign on my door has blown off already, so that was pointless. This was absolutely no fun at all. So there were a couple of weeds that were super easy to pull, like would come right out. And then there's the actual grass that is painstakingly hard to pull up. I mean, so hard. So I got what I could and I sprayed the rest with Roundup, like so much Roundup. So let's freaking hope that it doesn't come back. Ugh, I'm nervous. And then I just swept it all up and got the trash can and loaded it all up. That is my biggest tip for yard work. Freaking clean as you go, because the bigger mess you make, the more intense the cleanup is going to be at the end when you're freaking exhausted. So just clean as you go and you won't have a big mess at the end to have to take care of when you have no steam left, you know? Okay, this is as good as it's going to get for now. There were like these big clumps of grass. You see that? They just wouldn't come up. So I made sure to get them with a lot of Roundup, but over here is looking a little better too. I tried to get as much away from the borders as possible, but oh man. So now I'm exhausted, but that is the hardest part. Surely that's the hardest part. Now I need to lay the fabric, which I'm gonna do now, I guess. No time like the freaking present. Let's do it. So I've never used this landscaping fabric before, which, by the way, throughout the video, you will hear me call it fabric, but also paper, because in my mind, I just kept calling it paper. I don't know why, but you will hear me say it many times throughout. So I really mean fabric, because this is fabric. Although I did not get out my nice fancy fabric scissors to cut it because I didn't want them to get destroyed. I will tell you the scissors I did use went straight in the trash because it starts raining later and they got muddy and gross and rusty and destroyed. So I will say this fabric is extremely easy to work with, and the stakes are awesome. You can slam them right into the ground with your hands. They go straight in. It doesn't like hurt or anything like that. But I originally bought 75 and I thought, oh my gosh, a pack of 75 will be like way too many. No, 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 no. I used pretty much all of them on this one little bed. So I went and got 2 more packages of 75. So I ended up tripling what I thought I was going to use at the beginning. So, but it was fun, very satisfying, pretty easy. Like it goes pretty dang quick. So I liked this part of it. All right, I got it on one side and a little bit on the other side. I ran out of stakes. So I think I'm going to go buy 2 more packs of stakes and also go ahead and I think I'm going to buy a jasmine plant for right there so that I can dig it and plant it before I put the weed barrier down and then just put it down around it, you know? So, and also low-key, it is starting to rain just a tiny bit. So I'm going to check the forecast as well. Also, I am so dirty, like, gross. Let's go to Lowe's. All right, in we go. All right, got both of the things I needed. Yay. Well, this is an unfortunate turn of events. If you can't tell, it's raining. It's gonna be raining till 9 p.m. apparently. It's not raining very hard, so I almost wonder, do I just go ahead and keep going? It's starting to rain harder by the minute. I don't think I should. I think I should clean up for today and work tomorrow too. That's gonna be really annoying. I wanted to get it all done today. Okay, upon second thought, I think I have like 20 more minutes of work left, maybe 30. So I may just push through and do it. We'll see how long I last, but let's go plant this lovely star jasmine plant. I'm excited. This star jasmine plant smells so freaking good, and it's so little right now. Like I can't wait till it's big and tall and all over the iron gate. It's gonna smell so freaking amazing. Oh, I can't wait. All right, I'm happy with this. I've zip tied it so that it will kind of be encouraged to go up. And yeah, happy about that. Now, I dumped this giant pot of soil out because it was so wet and disgusting in there. Nothing would grow. It was like oversaturated. So I literally just dumped it here. Hopefully that's fine. I also dumped the excess over here. Eric may kill me, but it'll blend eventually, right? Anyway, so I'm not gonna do weed barrier up in here because I don't need it. I'm only gonna do like to that angle. So I'm gonna go ahead and fill in with mulch right here. And I realized why this pot was so much more wet than that pot. Like that pot's perfectly fine. It's because, do you see this drip right here? Do you see that? Every time it rains, it drips from right there, I guess. Which I guess I could put some tape or something over that, but this was further back, so it was literally just dripping into this pot. Crazy. So, all right, gonna do this now. This is where the day started getting a little weary. It was wet, it was gross, there was gunky mud. I cannot tell you, oh my gosh, this soil that was in this pot that I dumped all over the place, it smelled so badly. I mean, so badly. Thankfully, the smell dissipated pretty quick, but my goodness. So I was not having the time of my life during this clip. I'm very sensitive to smells, okay? That's one thing you gotta know about me. I have a heightened sense of smell, and I'm very, very sensitive. So I was not loving being up close and personal to this stinky soil. Over on this side, the landscaping fabric, oh my gosh. I hit a point, I think you'll see me in a second, like just kind of pause and be like, I don't know about this. I almost quit. I was like, I'm tired, my body hurts. This isn't, yeah, there I am contemplating it. This is an overwhelming amount of surface I still have to cover. So what I did to push myself forward was, yeah, see there, I'm contemplating again. I decided, okay, I'm going to set a 30-minute timer and I'm just going to power. I'm just going to power freaking through for 30 minutes and see what I can get done. And I got all this fabric laid in less than 30 minutes. I got to start on the mulch as well. So I powered through, I finished it out strong, but my goodness, I almost quit at that point. I had a bunch of this landscaping fabric left over, so I know I didn't cover the whole surface area, but even if I had, I would have had plenty left over, so it was more than enough to do the whole flower beds. All right, I've done all the paper that I'm going to do. Back here, the weeds are not bad at all. That's the new stuff that we tilled that truly was pretty good, so I'm leaving that. I'm just going to mulch over it. I think that'll be fine in that little spot too. But everything else is all nice and tacked down. And just a reminder, I did spray a shit ton of Roundup on the grass, the green you see underneath, before I put the paper on. So hopefully that'll do the trick. Time will tell, you know? So the only thing left to do now, today, is get all the mulch done. I'm gonna try to do it fast. So let's freaking do it. Let's do it. I usually get down on my knees, my hands and knees, to spread mulch. I've never raked it out before, but that's what I chose to do this time because my back was really hurting and it was like wet and gross and I just didn't want to be on the ground. So I used this rake and it honestly was fine. Like, I will say it's not as evenly spread. There are like certain level differences, I guess you could say, but who freaking cares? I could get down and smooth it out a little more with my hands if I wanted to, but it looks good and I'm not that meticulous about it, you know. The rake was fine. Oh my gosh, you guys, you will not believe it. My phone died while I was mulching, so didn't get a fast break is all I can think of. I'm so tired. Time lapse of it, but let me show you. I will get a time lapse of cleaning it up. I have not cleaned up any of the edges yet, so, but I've got it all down, and let me tell you, I am fighting the rain so hard. It keeps like lightning and thundering from really far away. Don't worry. It's not made it here yet, but I think it's coming this way. So I gotta hurry this crap up for today. Here it is, this side and this side. So now I'm gonna go around like all the edges, sweep them all up into it so they're nice and clean. So I will put you on time lapse for this because now my phone is charged. It's so nice to get to the tail end of a project and just have like one more cleanup task to do. I felt good about myself. I felt very accomplished, you know? All right, and there is the finished look for today. I'm so excited to see this grow in. It already smells so freaking good, you guys. This looks so much better. I'm very happy with it. I still need to fill these guys and clean them up a little bit because they're kind of grody looking. I need to get my wreath and hang it. And I think I'm gonna bring a like window box, like planter thing that I have right here and maybe plant some stuff standing in that too underneath this window. So we aren't done totally for the video, but we are done for today. I'm disgusting. Pretty sure I have dirt everywhere. So I'm gonna go take an intense shower and enjoy the rest of my evening. See ya in 0.5 seconds to finish it up. Who knows how long for me. Hi friends. It's been, I don't know how many weeks for me, and it's finally time for me to plant and finish my yard makeover. Oh my gosh. I will show you some updates that have come in since I last saw you, and then I'll take you plant shopping with me because it's finally time to do the fun stuff. So I got in the dried floral wreath from West Elm. I absolutely love it. I think it's so pretty. So springy and pretty and fun. And I showed you this, right? This came in, yeah. So that's what the front door looks like with this pretty wreath. The pillow's holding up great. This is holding up great. We'll probably just need to like sweep this porch area just because it's been a couple weeks, and for the shower in 2 days. I just don't want people to be tracking stuff in and out, you know? So the yard absolutely needs to be mowed and weed eated. It's been so rainy and stormy here that it's been hard to kind of keep up with the yard consistently. So it definitely needs some TLC, but I am so happy to report that the mulch has been totally holding up and no weeds have popped through at all anywhere. My little jasmine plant has grown a bit. I don't know if you can tell or not, but that whole little top section is new and it's kind of winding itself into the gate. So I think it's going to be beautiful in a month or so when it's really grown and starts to super cover the gate. Oh, I can't wait. So certainly holding up a lot better than anything I've tried in the past. Like I said, it has been at least 2 weeks, maybe even 3 or 4. I honestly don't know what is time, who's to say. And by this time, weeds are already popping up like crazy, usually with any other method I've tried. So I'm feeling great about this, honestly. So let's go finally pick out some plants. My plan is to, don't mind my dad's drinks just chilling on my front porch. Gosh. My plans are to fill these 2 pots with just something, I don't know, cheap and pretty, you know? And then I think I've got a planter that's like little that I can put right here. Maybe put some plants in, I don't know. We'll see what happens, but that's the plan. So last time I went to Lowe's to look for plants, they were shockingly expensive. Like, I feel like more expensive than normal, more expensive than they have been in the past. And I just thought like, oh, these plants aren't going to survive probably very long if we're going on track record, you know? And even if I do take really good care of them, that's just, I don't want to buy expensive plants. Like, they're things that die. And yeah, maybe if I had some perennials, they could come back, but they're just going in pots. So I don't know, perennials are not going to do well in pots. Anyway, I don't know crap about crap is basically what I'm saying. But I know, because I don't know crap about crap, that I shouldn't buy expensive plants. So I don't think I'm going to go to Lowe's. I'm going to go to a local nursery. Is that what they're called? I think so. That sounds right. Who's to say? That my friend Brad recommended, because that's where he got plants for his outdoor area, and he said they were really well priced. So we're gonna go to Don's today. Don's Plants. That's where my dad always got plants growing up too. So I don't know why I've never thought to go there, but let's go there now, shall we? At first I felt euphoria as I pulled up because it says half off. And then I saw the inventory because of their half off sale, and they have nothing out here. So fingers crossed on the inside, they have some more options, but we may be going to Lowe's after all. Ay, ay, ay. Unfortunately, Don's was a bust. Dang it. You know where I think we're gonna go before we go to Lowe's? Tractor Supply, which I just learned our town had no idea. All right, into Tractor Supply's garden center we go. Definitely still plenty of options, which is good. I just have no idea what I'm gonna get yet. Well, let's explore, shall we? Okay, I've got these as a possibility. I think they're really pretty, and they're only 25 bucks each, and I think everything's 25% off. So they're really big, so that's a good price. Also, I'm loving these. I love anything that's like super vertical. I really like that, so that may be a possibility. I also love the look of these. Love those, and they're full sun, so they would hold up in my 2 pots at the front. I also like these because they're kind of like trailing, and I like that. That may be good for the little box under the window. Okay, they have good possibilities here, and their prices are definitely better, by the way. Ooh, look at these, and look at these. I love both of those. So fun and different. I think it's safe to say I got everything I needed. I'm very happy about this. I'll show you more when we get home. But who knew? Anybody want a giant chicken? A 4th of July chicken, no less. Okay, I've made it home. It is extremely hot outside. Why I decided to do this in the actual heat of the day, I don't know. But let me show you what I got. It's actually, I'm kind of realizing they're gonna need some water because they're a little worse for wear. Well, some of them are better than others. Like, that one's not bad, but let me show you what I got. They were really all really good prices. So I got these guys. I don't know what they're called, but it's giant. So I'm gonna put these in these 2 pots. They really are very pretty. This one is a little saggy right there, but that's all right. We'll bring it back to life. They were originally 30, but on sale, 25% off. So that's great. I got these pretty planters. They've got, I think, petunias and, oh, what's this one called? Can't remember, but they're the kind that stand straight up. Oh, and then they've got another kind. I don't know what that is, but really, really pretty. I loved these. And these were also $30 on sale for $22 each. These over here were the most surprising. These are coleus, I think is how you say it, but a king variety, or no, Kong variety of them. So they're really big, and they make these sticky uppy tall pretty guys. So I've got this planter right here. I'm gonna put a little more level on the ground, but we'll plant these. So these guys I'm just gonna keep in their little pots because they're kind of decorative and not offensive, and I really don't want to replant them. So these are just gonna go right up by the front porch on either side of the door. And then these, maybe I'll show you my plant hack to plant these really well. Yeah, that's what I'll do first. So let's get these guys planted. Just gonna kind of loosen some of this soil up in here. Oh yeah, this is all still really good. Pretty moist, shockingly. Okay, so I'm gonna kind of dig it up in the middle here as much as I think I need to. And then I'm gonna shimmy this guy out of its pot, set it to the side, use the pot to dig out a perfect spot for it to go. I'm gonna dig a little deeper so your pot fits perfectly in there. And I'm gonna kind of pack my dirt in around it a bit, right? So that then I have the perfect hole that my plant's totally gonna fit into. And loosen these roots up a bit. Just a bit. Pick the pretty side forward. Did I pick the pretty side forward? I can't tell. I think that's more the pretty side forward. Okay. Then I'm just gonna need a little layer of soil on top for it, but not much. Why is potting soil so hard to open with gloves on? Rip it. Should I be getting my trowel for this? Probably. Am I going to? No. Just, you know, taking a few handfuls, making it a little more full back here. And then I'll water it in. I love these. I love the color of them. You know, I didn't originally think I was gonna choose red because our house is red brick, but I kind of like it. I've got white and more red over there, white up there. I like the matchiness of it all, but how it's still pretty colorful, you know? That was a mistake. I'm sure I have dirt in my eye now. That's probably enough soil. It's all over me. Oh my gosh, Maile. Okay, that's super pretty. I love it. Let's do the other side. Okay, this one probably needs a little more TLC. It's got some wonky pieces, but that's all right. All right, now, oh, that's not the one. I filled her up with this guy, so it should be fairly easy to spread that guy all around. I'm gonna save a little bit for over there because I think I'm gonna need a bit more, but all right, that seems to be good. One down, well, one set down. Let's go do this one over here. So I also need to clear this guy out a little bit. Let's get that top layer of gunk out. Okay, perfect fit. Here, that's a bit better. Okay. Oh my gosh, that is so cute. I love those. Okay, all that's left to do now, which that took way less time than I thought. Happy about that, because I got a lot of other crap to do. So I'm going to sweep everything, those guys in place up there, deadhead all the dead leaves and stuff off of these front guys, and then water everything in, and I'll show you what we're looking like. So I'm putting you on fast mode. Let's do it. I can't explain to you people how insanely hot it was outside. I was sweating so badly. Pretty sure you can see my back sweat through my shirt. Also, there was an exorbitant amount of dust on my front porch. I don't know why. Also, I'm very tired recording this voiceover right now, so I sound a little crazy. And yes, I watered with a pitcher, not the hose. I can't believe I'm saying this. Oh my gosh, it's so bright outside. But I'm freaking done. It feels amazing. Please ignore the yard because Eric will be mowing that before the shower on Sunday. So that doesn't look very good, but everything else looks great. I'm so excited. Let me show you the final look. Okay, that is it. Thank you guys so much for coming along on this excruciatingly, physically challenging extreme front yard makeover. Hope you enjoyed. Let me know if you have any tips for how I can keep all this crap alive for more than a week. And thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.